talk about dental intraoral scanners today and if they are important to purchase and invest on in your practice or not. First, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I own my dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Hervey Bay in Queensland. I took it from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to 40 staff members over the course of 14 years, and you can check my details below for credibility. So in my practice, I have 2 iTero scans and I have 1 prime scan for the Prime Mill, the CEREC Prime Mill. So the question sometimes dentists ask, is it worth it to buy a scanner? How much scanners are? They can range anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000, depending on the brand, whether it's like, I don't want to mention the brands there, but there are different brands with different costs and different prices. So a lot of dentists think, okay, is it worth the investment? Is it worth spending money on scanners? And I think it's a really important tool to have in your practice. If you're doing aligners, it's a no-brainer, because taking PVS impression on a full arch and avoiding an air bubble or a drag line, it's really not easy sometimes and require a lot of different ways to do it. And if you get just 1 air bubble or 1 drag line, you gotta redo it again, and patients, it's not a good experience. On the other hand, if you're doing scanning, you can delegate staff member to take a scanner. For a staff member, like not a qualified dentist, doing a scan is a lot safer than taking an impression. Picture a staff member taking an impression, and impression material dislodged to the throat and they start to choke, or they can't breathe well, or affect or block their airway. I'm not sure of the amount of risk you can put on a patient there, but with a scan, there's no risk. You tend to send information a lot faster to the lab. You receive your lab a lot faster if you have in-house printing and milling. Again, your workflow is much easier and much more fun as well. From a patient perspective, as a patient, if I'm sitting down on a chair, you can try it on yourself. Receiving an impression compared to receiving an intraoral scan, the experience is a lot different. The scanner is a lot easier in the patient mouth, it's a lot quicker. It's a much better experience, especially if you're good and quick at it. And also they can see that you are investing a lot in technology to make their dentistry more predictable and to make dentistry more fun for them and for you. From a team perspective as well, your team will always think that you're investing in good technology. It's a lot more fun for them to take a scan than putting an impression or taking an impression or setting up and cleaning up for an impression. So don't think about the cost too much. Some people will try to calculate how much you spend on PVS impression or alginate over the years and how much you spend on the scanners and the scan tips that you have to replace. Don't think about it this way. Think of the value you add to your patients. Think of the value you add to yourself. Think of the value you add to your team by having things that are more fun to use. And also the speed that you can get lab in and out, and the convenience of not having to redo impressions. If the scan has an air bubble or void, you can just simply scan this area again and you got the information you need on the spot. So, I mean, one more value I have myself, because sometimes I spend a lot of time remote from the practice, is if one of my associate dentists want to ask me for an opinion and they can send me a scan, I can view it remotely. It's like having a dental model right in front of you, which is very, very valuable. If you find this information helpful, make sure you like and share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my videos, please subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.